and we are going to start very fast. So this is the project made by the Rapid Mix group. So I think Mike is going to introduce a bit the challenge.
Hello, here I am. So very quickly, I'm from Rapid Mix. I'm from Goldsmiths University of London. Rapid Mix is all about sensors and machine learning and gesture recognition, and many of us come from a music background like many of you, but we're very interested in what we could do in the gaming realm. So we asked very broadly this group of really creative people to come up with a game or a game-like experience or an augmented game. It was quite big actually, and they've made something quite wonderful. So I'll just hand off to Tony to continue.
Thank you. So, in order to approach this challenge, we thought about creating a playful interactive experience in which a player would be able to explore a virtual environment through their gestures and interacting with tangible objects. We set up a couple of scenes, and the way that the player interacts is through the gestures, which are analyzed in real time through a machine learning system that will continuously modify different elements in the environment. Would you like to explain the first scene?
Okay, so as they were explaining, basically our concept that you can see on the screen, since we were generally we were dealing with brain waves and getting data from your body and things like that. So we have the concept of looking inside of your brain as a virtual environment. So the environment that you're interacting with is inside your brain. So it's somewhat of a surreal environment. And it's also mixing realities. We really liked the idea of having mixed realities as a new type of gaming environment. So this is the first scene that we created. And what you do is you walk through the environment wearing the Oculus, and you can navigate freely throughout the environment. And you also see some neurons that are floating around in space, and those are actually being controlled by your gestures on the Mayo armband. And you're also generating music with those gestures as well. We also use the RIoT sensors, and in order to incorporate this sort of mixed reality idea, we decided to put them on something that was roguelike. So here we have a curtain, and we wanted something that would emulate you touching the dendrites of your own neurons. So you can actually go up and be walking around, and you'll see the neuron in front of you, and you can touch the curtain, and we have the sensors on them that will actually interact visually as well as the sound that you're hearing. And the idea is to explore this environment, and then you will arrive to a black hole at the end and arrive to switch to a different scene.
So with the Mayo, that is this sensor we have here, we were mapping the values we are receiving that actually are accelerometer, gyroscope, orientation, EMG, that is the values related to the muscles. So we have like 8 values because the sensor, as you can see, it has all around the arm sensors, and so we have 8 signals. So we pass all of these values into a machine learning system, and then the idea is that we can play the sounds, trigger different sounds, and also modify the sounds like in time with it using machine learning. And this is what we are presenting. Yeah, so we can do the demo. So actually there are right now 2 gestures. One is like playing with the dendrites, and the other one is pulling them out. So this is what we are receiving now.
controlled by the muscle sensor on the arm, the myocontroller. And it's a very slight movement, not too much, but on the giant neuron in the center, we have also mapped motion so that when you make a pulling on the curtain, you will also pull the dendrites of the neurons.
Okay, so this was the first scene. We also created a second scene because we were thinking about other ways to explore the virtual reality. You know, sometimes we are just experiencing virtual reality in just video game and you don't interact with anything. In this case, in the first scene, we're interacting with a tangible thing. But also we thought that a very interesting way to approach virtual reality is a collaborative environment where there is one person using the virtual headsets like Oculus, and then there is another person who is facilitating the experience, right? So for this second scene, we created this kind of wall where there is an ocean and there is a boat. So you wanna first get the boat come to you, and then you jump into the boat, and then you start like rowing. So for doing that, we created different gestures. Like for example, in order to get the boat come to you, I don't know if we can go to the scene where you make the gesture. Here. Okay, so imagine that you're just walking in a virtual reality environment and you find in a virtual space like water, and someone tells you that you need to start like doing this gesture, which we are recognizing with rapid mix. In the time that we are making this gesture and we see that it's water, there is a person next to this person who is using the virtual reality headset, who is just throwing water into the hand. So we are not just using the virtual reality environment, but also we are using another sensor, which will be the water. And then once we get the boat come to us, we jump in this boat, and then we go to the other place of the ocean. And also when the person is rowing, we start like also throwing water, but then also we start shaking that person. We are not gonna demo this, but you can see the demo later if you come to our spot. But basically, we're trying to treat different sensors of our body, not just the visual, but also our body and the things that we feel, in order to have like a higher sensation in this virtual reality experience.
So this is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys. So we're going to continue with the next challenge, which is the desert challenge. And the name of this project is Fight